Well, good evening and welcome to the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series, live for race number 1, I believe season number 5, Michael McCauley? That sound right?
4.
Is it 4?
Yep, season 4.
Okay,
yep,
season number 4, so I got one ahead of us, or one ahead of them. So season number 4, race 1 of 15, and we are at Daytona International Speedway. And we're back with the Hyperdrive Cup Series, Michael McCauley.
We are.
Yeah, this is the third season for us at the WFO Racing Network. And I don't know that the series was broadcasted in the first season. You see what I mean?
Yep.
So we may, in fact, be the only ones who broadcast the Cup Series here, which is pretty awesome. That shows that the league's solid, great league, and I guess we do a halfway decent job from time to time, McCauley.
Yeah, we must.
Well, we got you in here, and you kind of equal out for the village idiot and me, and that's just how we roll, man.
Yeah, we have the easy job. They got the hard job on the track.
So Daytona, Cup cars. What do you expect tonight, McCauley?
Oof. It's a tough one. We know these cars like drafting, so obviously at Daytona it's going to be pack racing. A lot of cars.
Yeah, we're watching
new faces.
We're watching some guys get around here. Mike Rominger right there in the number 29 car. He's right behind that 16, and I believe that's going to be Joshua Kanata again this season. The car looks like it's stable in the draft, McCauley. It don't look like they're moving around too bad.
No, looks smooth.
You see these 4 cars have been running together for a while, but just as I said that, the 4 car got a little door bump right there into the outside wall. So, but I don't think that's any indication that the car's moving around too much. If you're going to find a wall, practice is when you want to do it, right, McCauley?
Yeah, it is. And actually, we saw last season, if you get a little bit of damage, it doesn't hurt you too much either.
You find a wall, you want to do it in practice.
Yep.
So we did do a little overlay change. We got the brand new Swift Motorsports logo in the top right-hand corner. And before I forget, I'm one of your commentators, Vern Bradley, and I'm joined in the booth here by Michael McCauley. So thank you, McCauley.
Try me again for another season.
Yeah, it's another season here. I think the first season I must have did it by myself.
Yeah, I did the last race with you. Did all last season.
That's right. You did the last race of the first season with me, and then you did all last season. We've had fun doing it. A lot of bootleggers for a guy in here, right? Did you stock up on them, McCauley?
Oh, I'm stocked.
Just don't go out for no quarter pounders later.
Yeah, won't do that.
That's a shot at Nation 01 if he tunes in. He'll know what we're talking about, won't he?
Yeah, and a few others might.
He may actually be abducted again. I'm not sure, McCauley. It happens frequently for that guy.
Yeah, he's due for one this week.
But we want to thank everyone who is tuning into the broadcast so far. We got about 10 minutes left in practice here at Daytona for the Hyperdrive Cup Series, and we're going to follow some of these cars around here, so you might get a quick look at your favorite driver over at Swift Motorsports, the guy you're pulling for, and why don't you let us know who you're pulling for? Don't you think they should, McCauley? Just put it in the chat.
Yeah, we can put the camera on them.
Yeah, whatever driver they want to see or their favorite driver, we'll put the camera on them and roll around Daytona Speedway with them. A little more fan interaction. How's that, McCauley?
Yeah.
Well, we interact with them pretty good anyway, don't we?
Yeah, if we look at the chat.
Maybe the chat's working and it just ain't working on my end.
I got nothing on my end.
Okay. Then the chat's probably working. It's not broke on mine. There just ain't none. There we go right there. Ron Shute. So that's the number 28. Macaulay? Oh, we're on them right now.
Yeah.
That was convenient, wasn't it? Right here, black number 28 car. That's going to be Ron. It's either shoot or shut. I'm going to go with shut. What are you going with, Macaulay? It's probably
We'll go shoot.
Shoot. It's probably shoot. They'll correct if it's not, Macaulay. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Bobby, we appreciate that, man. That's what we want to see. Let us know who you're pulling for out here, and we're going to give them a little bit of camera time. I believe this might be a new driver. I don't recommend I don't recall seeing the name, Macaulay.
Not
in
a season.
Not last season or the season before that. So might be a driver to keep an eye on over here. How's it going, Night Guns? Shaggy's pulling for the 26, so we're going to find a 26 car for you, Shaggy. That's going to be Michael Robinson, and I believe he's going to be located on pit road at the moment. He is.
Yep, that he is.
Yep, right there's a 26 car just coming off the jacks. Michael Atkins Jr., 24, will jump on him next. We got Michael Robinson sitting on pit road there. And I'm showing Jeff Glockner in the 24. What about you, Macaulay? Atkins.
Yep, I'm seeing.
Yeah, Atkins is right here in the 41 car. Go to different camera view here. Well, I thought I'd get a closer look, but it took me out farther away. Yep, right there is Atkins, the leader of these two cars. Two-car draft right here. Probably a good time to learn how that's going to work out for a guy or two. Maybe two guys can pit together during the race, Macaulay, and not lose a whole bunch of time or slip away from the field a bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I doubt
Definitely want to help.
Usually the bigger pack, the better, the faster they go.
Yeah.
But a guy can hope, right?
Yeah. Can only hope. Teammates help.
So there's Mike Rominger on pit road, and I think it might be Rominger's first season over here too, Michael Macaulay.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Yeah, don't believe I seen him here. And there's Jessica back. Welcome back this season, Jessica. And we're going to jump on the 22 car. I'm pretty sure that's Todd's number still, or did he change it, Macaulay?
Nope, that's his number, but he's not on the track yet.
Not on the track, so... But he'll catch it right here on the YouTube chat. Jessica stopped in and give him a shout out. And you got Vernon McCauley back in the booth, Jessica. So that's the same.
Change.
World Tour Trekking, hello. Welcome to the YouTube tonight. We got them chatting a little now, Macaulay.
Yeah.
We woke them up, didn't we?
Yeah, that's good. We like a little bit of chat.
Yeah, we got about 5 minutes of practice left right here before we get into qualifying, and then we're going to have a set number of laps to race. Just a set number, Macaulay. I'm going to look it up.
I think we got 90 laps.
I should have already been on this anyway, but 90 laps at Daytona. And if it starts as a late afternoon session, that means that we will it will turn dark during the race, Macaulay. That's why
lights will come on.
Yep, the lights will come on at Daytona, so we will see some night racing here. And it's always nice starting a season off at Daytona. It's not a real far drive for me, Macaulay, to get over here and get in a booth. And weather's nice right now. Probably
the hurricanes.
Close to 80 degrees, no hurricanes. Welcome to Florida. Watch that 99. Oh, let's watch him, Macaulay.
He's on pit road.
He's on pit road. Good-looking paint job there, Toby.
Yeah, no, I like that one.
The Budweiser logo proudly displayed on the side of that machine. And that's a custom paint right there from that feller. He put a little time in it. Good job there, Toby. Meanwhile, the 28, who we're just going to call Ron Shoot, is still out on the racetrack. I'm trying to read and talk, and that's like walking and chewing gum for me. Just don't work, Macaulay. Nope, it's broken. Michael Atkins Jr., the owner of the World Tour Trucking, and the driver of the 41 race car tonight. We're going to take a ride around the track here. Maybe we'll go on board with them. I don't know. Maybe briefly. We'll see what it does here. I'll switch the camera angles so to just go all over the place, Macaulay.
Yeah, see all the cameras we got.
So how's our practice speeds look? I know Mraz is on the top, but what's our top 5 look like?
Yeah, Vander Mraz at a 45.5.
You got Mike Rominger right there.
Yep, and Tommy Haynes.
The bootlegger, Tommy Haynes right there.
Yeah, I don't know if we can call him the bootlegger anymore.
Well, now he ain't got the bootlegger paint, so what are we going to call him now? Bush.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's got all, you know how I extended it?
Yep.
Bush. Then you got, David Elliott right there in 4th, and the 16 of Joshua Kanata back, rounding out the top 5 in speeds here. Not that really matters a whole lot on a drafting track. But there's some people that want to have their name at the top in practice, qualifying, and a race, Macaulay.
Yeah, it's a feel-good.
It's just a confidence booster, we think. Well, he's going to slow down and get off the racetrack here, and don't look like he's on the track, so we're going to find the 24 of Jeff Glockner. He's going to bring it to pit road, and I think these guys, a lot of them are getting ready to switch over to qualifying.
They got a minute and a half here to the qualify.
Yeah, Michael Robinson still on pit road now, and there's the 88 car. J.R. Hager. We haven't talked about J.R. any. Was he here some last season, Macaulay? The name sounds familiar, don't it?
I don't think he was.
I don't think
so. Was he previous season?
Maybe so. I don't know. The name sounds familiar, so. And since there's a period after J and R, I'm going to go with JR and not Junior.
Yep.
Wimbish in the 56. He's sitting on pit road. And who do we have on the track? I don't know. We're just going to go through cars until we find one that's out there, aren't we?
Got Roy Fernandez.
Yep, Fernandez right here in the Sunoco machine.
Not for long, though.
That's a new paint scheme for the driver of that 3 car this season.
Yeah, I think he took a season off.
Yeah, he's going to have about 18, 17 seconds left here as we're going to come up to an end of practice, right? I believe that's practice, isn't it, Macaulay?
Yep.
I don't know why mine don't show me the sessions. Oh, I see it right there. It is. All right, so that's the 5 seconds going to be the end of practice. We'll get into qualifying here. And since we're watching the session, I think we might be able to watch a couple of these guys qualify as well, Macaulay.
Yeah, might be able to.
So they're going to have 5 minutes of qualifying, it looks like. And there's the 42 of David Elliott sitting at the end of pit road. 2 laps of qualifying at Daytona take you almost that whole 5 minutes, won't it?
Well, they will if you don't go right away. You won't be able to qualify, or at least get 2 laps in.
2.5-mile racetrack here and a restrictor plate in a car. I'm going to watch a 42 get going right here. Maybe jump on board with him for his qualifying run. So here we go on board right now with the 42 of David Elliott. There's Justin Gann right there in the chat. Hello, Justin. We got a buzzing noise, he said, Macaulay. Gonna have to find it.
I don't know where that would be.
Last time I think it was in my microphone, so I'm gonna try to adjust the cables here a little bit. Or maybe we can change this around and it'll change it out. We'll have to see if it gets better or worse or what.
Yeah, I don't hear anything right now.
Yeah, I run a professional audio mixer, so sometimes these cables, if they get janked a little bit, Macaulay, or bumped, it will, they're not nice.
No.
So on board with the 42 of David Elliott. And I think this is going to complete lap 1 for David Elliott here.
Yep, you saw he rode the high side that whole lap. Now he should bring it down to the bottom.
Yeah, he'll run this lap right on the bottom of the track, at least in the corners.
Yeah.
Down the straightaways, I know some of the guys like to go about a lane off the wall up there. That's one of the things I do. It used to work. I don't know if it works anymore, but he's up off the bottom a little bit here qualifying. He looked like he was up about a half a lane right there through 1 and 2.
Yeah, you got to be as low as you can.
Elliott going to bring it to the bottom here in 3 and 4, though, and he's going to keep it right on the bottom this time. Off of 4, this should be the money lap for the 42 of David Elliott. Let's see where it scores him on the board. Well, currently 10th. Now we're on board with the 26 of Michael Robinson. Robinson taking his first lap right here on the high side. Got about a minute 50 left in qualifying here. I think my mic's working, isn't it, Macaulay?
Yeah, it's working. Robinson got into the wall a little bit there.
Think about punching it twice, throwing it in a bucket of water, and seeing if I can fix it. I think I'll order a new one. This one's got a little age on it now. It wasn't a real high-quality one, so maybe I'll go ahead and add the Blue Yeti to the setup now. Watching the 26 work the high side of the track through 3 and 4. The next lap, he should be right on the bottom. He's got about a minute to get around here, Macaulay. Can he do it?
He can do it.
Right before time expires, probably. Now, he's going to do a different approach. You on board with the 26, Macaulay?
Yep, he's doing my approach.
He's all the way on the bottom of the track, even on the straightaway.
Yep, that's what I do on the straightaway. I'm right on that yellow line the whole time.
I'm looking at that 5 car, though, top of the leaderboard right now. Not by much, but he's up there.
No.
Yeah, look at that. Robinson, Michael Robinson, that is, keeping it right on the bottom of the track, down the straightaways and the corners. And let's see where that's going to land a driver of the 26 here in qualifying. And Todd Cray is now at the top of the board, Macaulay. Well, he used the apron a little bit there. It's going to take him up to 6, so great qualifying effort right here for the 26. On board with Todd Cray, and I don't know if he needs another lap, Macaulay. You put it right there in P1.
That's enough.
That's probably good enough, isn't it?
Yep. And that's the end of qualifying.
Yep, that's going to do it for qualifying here. And these guys, I believe that the system will stay the same. They'll do a quick driver's meeting and then line up. But well, we're going to have to change our cameras, obviously. There we go. 4-car Mraz is out there. So while they do the driver's meeting, of course, we're going to do the starting grid. So I'll pull it up, Macaulay. I'll get the – how do you want to do it? I'll do the first 10. You take it from there.
You can do top 12. I think we got 23 in here.
Okay.
24.
24. So I'll do the top 12. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, starting on the pole, we talked about it just a little bit there. Todd Cray in that number 22. He's kind of picking up where he left off, Macaulay.
Yeah.
To his outside, though, the 5-car Chad Osborne starting second. Starting third is going to be Joshua Kanata in the 16, another fast driver last season, Macaulay. You see that name back here again, you know he's going to be a factor. And to his outside and fourth will be the 32 of Darren Clement. Starting fifth is going to be the number 30, Justin Gann. We've seen him in the YouTube chat. He's ready to race. And to his outside and sixth will be the 26 of Michael Robinson. Starting seventh, you'll see that number 33 car of Gary Wells. And I'm going to try to find some of these guys, but they're not all in their cars yet. So to his outside and eighth is going to be Ron Shute driving the number 28. Starting in ninth, you see the 3-car of Roy Fernandez, and to his outside and 10th is going to be the number 62 of Stephen Ayers Jr. Starting 11th, that 4-car Andrew Mraz, and to his outside and 12th, the 27 of Jonathan Cogswell. And take it away, Macaulay.
Start 13th, we got Gary May in the 10. Starting 14th on his outside, we have the 24 of Jeff Glottinger. 15th in the 17, not driving a bootlegger this race, Tommy Haynes.
Oh, he's still a bootlegger, though.
Oh, yeah, he's still the bootlegger. Starting 16th on Tommy Haynes' outside is Mike Rominger.
Rominger.
Hopefully I'm not... Rominger?
Yep,
I'm going to mess up a couple names here.
You'll get it.
Starting 17th, we got David Elliott in the 42. Starting 18th, we got Michael Atkins Jr. in the 41. And I don't know if Andy starts or not. Andy Starcher in the 19, starting 19th. Then we got starting 20th, J.R. Hager in the 88, starting 20th. Starting 21st, we got Toby, don't ask your last name. Bird in the 99. Don Kreider, our admin, 22nd.
We got a
23rd is
pretty good sized field, Macaulay.
Yeah, we do. 24 altogether, and then we got 23rd and the number 2, Joey Torres, and then rounding out the field, 24th, John Wimbish in the 56.
All right, so 24 drivers in the field here, and you can see those guys getting loaded in now. They're ready to do some pacing, and we're going to do some racing right here at Daytona with the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series, brought to you by Butt Kicker. Macaulay knows how the butt kicker feels, but I'll tell you what, he don't get much use of the butt kicker, do you, Macaulay?
I don't know what that is anymore.
Girlfriend done took it over, didn't she?
Yep.
Butt kicker could market that thing in a different way if they wanted to.
Oh, they could.
I'm just saying. Not to give anybody any ideas, obviously, but maybe to give them just a couple of ideas, but... So trying to get a good look at the field here on pit road to show people how large the field is at Daytona to start off the season. It's kind of moving around the different cars right there, and not sure why my cameras aren't cooperating, but there we go. We'll just look at the front of the field. They're not cooperating, Macaulay.
Nah, they never do.
I think my cameras are on strike. They went on strike to start the season here. So 90 laps of racing for you tonight. I probably said that twice already, but...
oh, well.
You can't say it enough, can you?
Nah.
I do.
More we know.
I do like that new logo. In the top right-hand corner of the screen on the broadcast there.
No, I definitely like that.
And we want to take a minute before we start to thank everyone who's tuned into the broadcast so far, all you guys chatting it up in there. Makes for a lot of fun, not just for us in the broadcast booth, but for the people watching. We just Need to keep one thing in mind. Let's keep it as clean as possible. Right, Macaulay? No, wrong. You can hear these cars fired up, ready to go for 90 laps here at Daytona. Pretty sure probably just like prior seasons, no fast repairs.
Yeah, I don't see any fast repairs.
So whatever piece they start with is what they're going to finish with, whether it's got all the fenders or missing a few, Macaulay.
Or Nation selling them.
He does it. I mean, the guy has been known to put that stuff on eBay a lot, especially if they're driving a Chevrolet.
Yeah.
If you remember, he was on pit road unbolting people's stuff that wasn't even damaged, Macaulay. That was just dead wrong.
Yeah.
So they're 2x2. And they're getting ready for the initial start of the season with the Hyperdrive Cup Series. Todd Crane, no stranger to starting up front, is he, Macaulay? And no stranger to finishing there either.
Did a lot of both last season.
We'll have to see how the 22 car does here at Daytona to start the season off. Pace cars in.
Yeah, can he defend his
Just
title
like
too?
that, we're green flag and racing at Daytona with the Hyperdrive Cup Series at Swift Motorsports. Brand new season. And it's not going to get any better than Daytona International Speedway to start that season. Damn, them cars are loud when they come by, McCullough. They about blew my eardrums that time.
Yeah, you got to crank her down a little bit.
No, we got to crank it up. So Cray looks like he's got Kanata right there in the 16 falling in line. And we're going to restart timing and scoring real quick. I don't know why I have to reset that every time, but I do, so we won't pretend that we know why that I have to reset it, but I do. Taking a look back more towards the ladder of the top 10 with the 33 car of Gary Wells right here. And that's Michael Robinson in the 26 right behind him in that 5th spot. So that's your top 5. You see Gann right there in the 30, 16 of Kanata briefly.
Yeah, they got single filed out
They're all
real
single
quick.
file, aren't they?
Yep, didn't take long.
And we'll get back here even with Ron Shute in the 28 car. And these guys are single file right in line. See Gary May in that line back there, too. May running in the 11th spot. Shoots back here in the 12th spot. And there's Tommy Haynes, the driver of the Busch car. Man, I don't know how that's going to work throughout the season. We're going to have to come up with something a little bit better, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll have to work on that one.
Phone ringing, it said political call, so we're not answering that crap.
Nope. Got Tommy Haynes actually going to the outside right now. Got Michael Atkins up there with him.
Yeah, they're putting on a little, actually is up there by himself now, Macaulay.
Yep, Atkins thought better.
Atkins dropped back down there in line, and I just can't see a feller going out there by himself and going anywhere.
No, you need help.
And I was right, it didn't work, Macaulay. He's back in the bottom there. He's going to get in front of the 42 of Elliott, and we're going to go back up towards the front of the field, and we got the 32 on the outside, it looks like. Darren Clement. I think he was just kind of peeking out there, maybe getting a little bit of air to the nose of the car. But a couple of guys working out there. Is that the 41?
41 and the 28.
So Michael Atkins Jr. right there, the 28 of Ron Shute. Now Schute's going to drop back down to the bottom, and that's kind of going to hang Atkins out. So Atkins is going to fall in line right here. You see the onboard with Atkins Jr. right behind the 28. We've seen Tommy Haynes go up there. Maybe now that Haynes is behind that 41, that those two can hook up on the outside and try to make something happen, McCullough.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the two cars that we've seen go out there, and the 41's out there again, and look at that. The 17's going to jump right up there with them. Man, I called that one right, didn't I?
Yeah, if you're going to try it now, you try it in the early going.
Yeah, I mean, the early going is when you want to push it the hardest, in my opinion, to see what the car's got, and you know, who you can work well with. This is when you find it out. You don't want to wait till lap 85. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a little too late then.
That's when bad things happen. But it looks like it's working for the two drivers. Look at the run the 41's got now. Now we got a third car that's jumped out of line here.
Hey, Gary Wells in 33.
That's probably. Is that the 33? Yes, it is. I thought it was the 32 for a second, but they're 3 wide, McCauley, just like that. Those guys had such a head of steam that they really didn't want to.
They couldn't stop it.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted to slow down to pick the 33 up there, so. Now's the 41 going to stay up there as he gets ahead of Gary May right there in the 10. We got 3 cars, though. Got the 41 of Michael Atkins Jr., 17 of Tommy Haynes, and the 28 of Ron Shute. They go back to the bottom, McCauley.
Not for long.
They just wanted to get a quick draft, didn't they?
Yep.
And then it's back to the high side. So Todd Cray in that 22 still leading the way around Daytona here. And he has been the leader for the first 8 laps. And if you're just now tuning in, we have been caution-free for the start of this, for the first 8 laps at Daytona. And for the most part, we've seen, single file racing, a little bit of 2-wide action back there.
Yeah, a little bit too wide, but mostly single file since drop of the green.
Looking at the 32 car right here, Darren Clement. Really like the paint, that K&N paint scheme on that car.
Ooh, Todd Cray got up on the high side.
Yeah, and that almost makes you think that he wants to drop back right here.
Yeah. Ooh, maybe not.
Maybe he said, oh, okay, you know, I led the first 8 laps, and now I just want to drop back and see how I can work through the field. And I think it's a good opportunity because with the single file, it almost looks like if you don't have any help, you might be in trouble, McCauley.
Yeah, you definitely need multiple cars to help you out.
You see the 41 and 17 have been working together back there, but they're really not going anywhere right now. Maybe 3 or 4 of those guys get lined up and, you know, something different could happen, but right now they keep dipping in line, and I don't know, they can't get they don't seem to be able to get a good run, McCauley.
No.
You see the 41's out there again. But Shute in the 28 is dropping back. He's going to fall in line behind the 29 of Mike Rominger there. I just think 3 or 4 or 5 of these guys are going to have to jump out there on that high side and try it out.
2's tough.
We got a few of them out there again. 41, 17, 28. If you're already at the back of the pack, there's no reason not to test that kind of stuff out. And we're back here in 15th through 20. No.
About 11th through 16th.
Yeah, 11th through 16th, probably. So we've seen Cray lead the first 9 laps, and then he dropped out of line, and Joshua Kanata in the 16 took over the top spot. And look at Justin Gann right there in the 30 back in the P2 spot. And I'm almost going to bet you, Macaulay, that we're going to see green flag pit stops coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, we are. I believe so, but those 3 cars are lined up now, and they're moving. The 41, Tommy Haynes, and is that behind him, the 28? Yeah. Yeah, they're up to row 6 right now.
They got it working, don't they?
They do. They figured something out up there.
Well, outside line is gaining momentum with the 41 leading that pack, and there's, well, I think he's thinking about it, Macaulay, or he's trying to break their run. Now yeah, he's out there. He's out there. He's going with him. He's committed now. So Mraz is going to take over the front spot, and he's side by side with second place Justin Gann. I knew it, man. 4 or 5 cars get together, and they're going to make some noise, Macaulay.
Close that gap and everything, get tighter.
Man, look at the movement of the cars, though. You see that movement.
Well, they left Mraz in the middle.
I guess he got hung out briefly.
Yeah.
On board with the 17 of Tommy Haynes, right behind the 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. And the 41's going to go to the lead briefly, Macaulay.
Yeah, but they lost their help on the high side now.
Yeah, they're kind of, I think there's some abandonment issues going on up there. '16 of Kanata fighting back on the bottom. 41 don't have the 17 close enough to his bumper, I don't believe, but you did see some door drafting back there. But now you can see it's going to change out, and the 41's going to fall back a little.
Oh, they got close there.
Yeah, almost.
Robinson and
you see Tommy Haynes going to drop in line, but, man, there's so much shuffling going on back there. You got to be careful moving around like that. Who got hung out there that time? The 28?
Yep, 28 got hung out.
Ron Schute's going to get hung out, go backwards, and ooh, real close right there. 41 and 4. Tommy Haynes not going to jump up behind the 41 this time. I think they're going to leave the 41 out there to settle down a bit, Macaulay.
Yeah, he's got a small gap there in front of Roy. He took it.
He took it. Well, I think they learned something there. I mean, I don't think that was a total bust. Heck, they had the 41 all the way to the front.
Yeah, no, they learned a little there.
So things are going to fade back in, though, single file, kind of like they have been running since the drop of the green flag. But it was really good to see 4 or 5 of those guys get hooked up on the outside and try something. That way we know what we can expect later. But, of course, when we get, last 5 laps, you'll probably see 3 or 4 rows of people.
Yeah.
It's
a lot more pushing.
Daytona's a wide track, and it definitely promotes that type of racing, being a wide racetrack. You're going for that win, Macaulay. That big W, you don't hold anything back, buddy. That's when you're already at Daytona, so you got the hammer dropped all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're full throttle every minute.
Well, the only guy really full throttle, though, is the leader. Those other guys are either grabbing the brake a little bit, riding their brake, or they're backing out of the throttle just a hair.
Yeah, not throwing over the guy in front of him.
Yep. Well, we got a car up on the outside again.
Yep, Michael Robinson got shuffled out there.
I think he kind of moved out. That's going to look at that. Tommy Haynes in that 17 going to move up into the P4 position, Macaulay.
Yeah.
When would you suspect pit stops will happen? Maybe 24, 5, somewhere in there?
Yeah, I'd say probably about 25 or so.
60% fuel, right?
I believe so. Yep, 60% fuel. Hey, look who's awake.
What? It's Thursday night. We figured you'd be abducted by now, Nation. Didn't you, Macaulay?
Yeah. It's that time of the week.
That feller's awake. He actually woke up for this. You hear that? That's awesome, Macaulay.
Yeah.
That's how good the Thursday night broadcasts are. We wake Nation up for it. I think it's probably the sound of these cars going around here, Nation.
It's got to be the cars.
Man, these Cup cars are making some noise at Daytona. You see your leader, the 16 of Josh Kanata. Second place right now is going to be the 30 of Justin Gannon. Back in third's that 4 car. We're on board with him, Andrew Morass. These guys are 20 of 90. Almost a quarter of a way through this thing already, Macaulay.
Yeah, they're ticking away quick already.
We ain't even at 9 o'clock yet.
Nope.
Doing awesome, Joshua. Good to talk to you. It's been a long time since I talked to you, buddy. Good to see you in the chat here. Joshua Medlock, another commentator right there, broadcast personality, Michael McCauley. And a really good one at that. Joshua's been around for a long time. Well, Macaulay, we got a race going.
Yeah, we got one going. But we got the first 16 single file on the front first pack here.
Yeah, I went back to that ace spot. Going to check out where the 41 of Michael Atkins landed after he got shuffled out on the outside a little while ago. We gotta see what happened there, Macaulay. He's back in line, though, safely in the top 10, so that's good. It's Daytona. Early in Daytona, 22 laps in, single file racing. Oh, that's awesome, Joshua. Good to hear you're doing some racing, too. I do my racing on Tuesday nights, don't I, Macaulay?
Yep.
I race on Tuesday night. Macaulay races on Wednesday night. And
We
then
got green flags.
Yeah, they're green flag stops. It's on, and it looks like the whole field mostly. Nope. Todd Cray, Darren Clement, Roy Fernandez, and Jonathan Cogswell in the 27. Those 4 cars are going to remain on the racetrack for at least another lap here. Yeah, I knew you were doing a lot of broadcasting, so it's awesome to hear that you're able to race on Wednesday nights now. You definitely deserve it, man, and it's good to take a little break from the booth every now and then and get in the car. It kind of helps the guy know what he's talking about.
Except Nation.
So here comes Cray. Man, the 32, great entry on pit road. Same with that Sunoco ride right there, Roy Fernandez in the 3 car. Great pit road entries for those guys. Todd Cray being a little conservative, and there's nothing wrong with that on the first round pit stop. And I think Justin Gann's going to lead that pack that come in the first time around. Gann's got Mraz and the 4-car on his bumper. See Mraz in the 4, and they got a little gap on them, didn't they, McCauley?
Yeah, they definitely did.
It's not going to last long, though. Look at that line behind Kanata. Well, the 2-car mixed into the mix there. Is that a 2-car?
Is it 2?
That might be a custom number thing. No. 2-car Joe Terez right here.
Yeah, it is.
He's a lap down, as well as the 62 of Stephen Ayers. So we noticed Todd Cray had stayed out an extra lap with 4 cars. And he's going to get filed back in around the 9th position here, McCauley.
Yeah, we got some different players at your top right now. We got Darren Clement and Roy Fernandez.
And we watched Clement and Fernandez go in on that second group with those 4 cars. Those were 2 of those 4 cars, McCauley.
Yeah, it was.
So Todd Cray and who was the other one? Well, no, Fernandez is up there.
That Osborne?
It may have been. I don't know, but they didn't come out as fortunate, obviously, as the first 2 there. So
no.
Great pit stops for the 32 and the 3-car. That's awesome, man. Those guys figured something out. We noticed that they had a heck of a pit road entry, Michael McCauley.
Yeah.
And they must have probably maybe 2 tires, if I had to guess. That's what I would do.
Yeah, 2 tires of fuel only.
I did right sides or left sides, and then the next green flag pit stop, if there is one, take the opposite. You know what I mean?
Yeah, keep that cycle.
Here's Chad Osborne in the 5, occupying the 6th position as we're on board with him for a second. So we got I don't know, what, 9-car breakaway here?
Yeah, 8 cars in your first pack here, and then second pack is led by Todd Cray.
Yeah, there's 9 cars in the pack because the 2 cars actually a lap down.
Yep, that's right.
So the 2-car is in the middle of that group right there. And the the 8th position car, though, is definitely the 17 of Tommy Haynes. And then Todd Cray's leading the second group, and he's got Ron Shute behind him. And right behind him is going to be the 88 of J.R. Hager. And those pit stops took place on what, 23, 24?
23 and 24.
So we're good until 42 or so?
44?
Yeah, somewhere around
44.
there, 42, 44. Watching the second group right here working together. 4 cars in this group. The last car, the 4th car in the second group is going to be the 27 of Jonathan Cogswell.
They need that third group to close that gap, get a bigger pack here.
And then back a little bit farther is another 4-car pack, and this one's led by the gentleman, Gary May. Gary May driving the Mountain Dew machine. He's closely followed by the 42 of David Elliott right there. I think they need those other 2 cars to pull up on them. Gary Wells here in the 33, and then the 62 of Stephen Ayers Jr. But Ayers Jr. is actually a lap down, but it doesn't matter because he could benefit their draft.
Yeah, definitely could help them, help himself out. That second pack's actually closed onto the lead pack now.
Yeah, so we got about a 16-car battle up there now, Macaulay. That changed quickly, didn't it?
It definitely did. As soon as they caught that draft, they pulled right up.
See the 22 of Cray, the 88 there of J.R. Hager.
You see who's leading that outside again.
Yeah, that 41. Michael Atkins Jr., you got to love it, man. And he's got Tommy Haynes right back on his bumper. So this is almost like a replay of earlier, Macaulay.
It is.
That's where the action's at right now, is they're too wide up there. (41, 17, 88, 27, all working the top side of the racetrack here at Daytona. Ooh, look at the 4. What an aggressive move right there, Macaulay. He just turned right.
Yeah, he did.
That's how you got to get in line, though. And it's working. The 32's going to have to move up there, too. Wow, pinch the 4 right to the outside wall, Macaulay.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Tommy Haynes.
Man. I don't know if netcode was bending metal there or what, but it's almost like I watched the quarter panel bend in twice. And pop back out, Macaulay.
Yeah.
I think netcode was playing around with him a little bit there.
I believe so.
But, man, Andrew Mraz, the 32 was doing what he needed to do to keep the 4 behind him, but I don't think he realized the 4 was up on the quarter panel, Macaulay.
No, I don't think so.
But the 4 in an evasive maneuver ended up in the outside wall, but what a recovery from him. Michael Atkins Jr. to drive it like he drives his truck, huh? I'm just going to tell him to drive it like he stole it, Rebel Walker. He has been, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been wheeling it.
That 41 up to the P2 spot right behind the 32 of Derek Clements. Well, I mean, all race long we've been watching as you're on board with the 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. He's the one that him and the 17 are the two that strike me as the ones that would go right to the top and start working together.
Yeah.
And now it's got him up there behind Derek Clement, and those first two even got a little gap back to third place right there, Tommy Haynes. And we want to thank everyone who's tuned into the stream so far. If you're here, you like the racing, give us a like.
You got a new leader.
Yep, we do, don't we? Michael Atkins Jr. in the 41. He's driving it like he stole it now, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Lap 34 of 90. They're about 11 laps into this stint, so we'll probably less than 10 laps away from seeing the second round of pit stops, Macaulay.
Yep.
That's when things get exciting. Pit road entry.
Tough one to get woed down.
Yeah, I mean, we're 34 laps in and 0 caution flags, so these guys are starting off this season exactly how they ran last season. This is one series that it's rare to see a caution, Macaulay.
Yeah.
You see J.R. Hager right there getting 88 car up in the top 3. Hager looking pretty racy right now. Justin Gann hasn't went anywhere. 30 cars still sitting in the 4th position. Jonathan Cogswell in the 27, rounding out the top 5. Man, we got they're single file up here, though, in the top 15 or so.
I actually just realized that third pack closed the gap now, too. They're in this field.
They sure did. Gary May pulling up the tail of it here in the 10 car. So 36 green flag laps and 15 cars still in the lead pack, Michael McCauley.
Yeah, pretty good.
That is pretty impressive. But Michael Atkins Jr. in the 41 and the 17 of Tommy Haynes in the Busch car. Those two drivers actually used the outside to get up there, McCauley.
They did. They've used it all race until they got to the lead.
And it worked. So they tried it, and they've been practicing it early. That means that they're going to be experts on it by the end of this thing, right?
Yeah.
Get back here and keep an eye on the 22 of Todd Cray a little bit. He's playing nice, riding down at the bottom in line. Every one of them are, actually. You don't see anybody jumping up to the high side. But I'll tell you what, if a guy's going to do it, that 22 car is the one to watch for it, McCauley.
Yeah.
He finds the high side and gets a few of them guys like the 4, 16, and 5 to go with them. They might be able to make a run to the front here.
Yeah, we've seen if you have 3 or 4, you can make a run.
And I don't know if we talked about it on the broadcast yet, but I know we talked about it before the broadcast. This season's paint schemes definitely are not disappointing.
No.
That World Tour trucking right there on the 41. Michael Atkins Jr., your leader. Right behind him, 17 car, Tommy Haynes. He was a bootlegger last season. This season, we're just going to have to call him Tommy Haynes again, McCauley.
Yep.
I can't come up with anything good so far. Maybe give us a couple few races. We'll figure something out. We're going to have to start calling you the bootlegger.
Yeah.
How many bootleggers are we in?
I didn't grab one yet.
You haven't grabbed a bootlegger yet?
Not yet.
39 laps in, McCauley. It's 9 p.m., man.
I'm slacking.
Oh, McCauley's off of it a little bit. He might have had too many of them last night.
Night before I did.
Oh, gotcha. Tuesday night. Well, I think that race was caution-free, so you didn't really need any admin duties, did you?
Nope.
It was bootlegger time, wasn't it?
It was.
So is a girlfriend over there tonight pissed off she can't get on the rig or what, McCauley?
Yeah. Thought I was going to make another rig.
Well, that only means you're just going to have to order another butt kicker, right?
Yeah, going to have to order 2 or 3 of them now,
Maybe put like 4 butt kickers on her rig.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd have a girlfriend anymore.
I wouldn't.
I think your rig would be happy. Or the second rig. All those butt kickers would be happy, McCauley. It's looking at J.R. Hager back there. I don't know if these guys are laying off. You think they might be laying off a little bit to get a run right here, McCauley?
Hey, maybe. That's one way to test it, see how the run works.
Because
see how soon you can close that.
J.R. Hager right there in the 88 has backed off those first 2 cars. And they're kind of 3 cars by themselves right now, so I know that pit stops are going to start happening right now, so maybe that's, guys are just kind of getting separated for that, McCauley.
Yeah, they could be trying to get in line with teammates or something, too.
But you see that the 41 and the 17 have just got a little bit of a gap between their self and the 88 of J.R. Hager. So if they're able to do that with 2 cars, man, that's something.
It actually looks like Tommy Haynes' front of his car is a little flat, maybe pushing a little too much.
Now, sometimes you got to flatten that nose out to make it a little faster, McCauley.
Yeah, better pusher too.
Pull down pit road, tell that crew to get out there with sledgehammers. You got to beat that nose in, man. Make it flat so I can push better. Then you want them to beat it back out at the end so you could go win the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is going to be lap 43, and I would say that...
This lap and next lap, they're going to be pitting.
Yep. And I'm going to keep an eye on the 30 car because they pitted a lap sooner the last time. Actually, we'll stay on the 88 at J.R. Hager because he pitted before any of them guys. So Hager running in the third position in the 88 car. He's got the 30 again, the 27 of Cogswell. I would imagine that's how those guys are going to come to pit road. Cogswell, though, in the 27's a lap better.
Our leaders.
Yep, our leaders are the first two in. And I missed that. They went down the list too quick for me to catch them. I was trying to catch them, McCauley. I'm like, damn. And I couldn't catch them.
Yeah, they have the 42 with them.
Well, there's Elliott there. Well, I would say there they are on pit road, but the camera's not with it. So we're going to watch a big group come in because that's what's just about ready to happen here on 44. There's two groups with a group of cars working the outside right here, McCauley. Led by the 4 car, the 16 behind them. And that 9 car behind them, maybe?
Was Unique on by us? Nope, he's got a little bit of help.
There ain't no 9 car, is there?
No, I don't think there is. No, there's no 9 car.
I just got the number wrong. Gann and them are going to keep it out again, but Hager went to pit road. Hager's on pit road right here, so some of those guys went ahead and come in. And some of them are still out on the track, and they're too wide with Andrew Mraz and that 4 car on the high side. That's the 2 car. It wasn't a 9 car, it was a 2 car.
Yeah.
I don't know how I could mix a 9 up with a 2.
It happens.
That's something like Nation would do.
Yeah.
They coming this
Ooh,
time?
everybody. Wow.
Yeah, there's the 30 coming in. There's Tommy Haynes and them back out on the track, so Gann going down pit road next to the 4 of Andrew Mraz, and this is where you got to be perfect, McCauley.
Yeah, no mistakes.
And we are halfway point, man. Halfway point of the race right here. 45 of the 90 laps completed. And you see these guys making a stop, coming out together right here. Mraz in the 4 with a really good pit stop. But you don't want a really good one when it puts you out there by yourself. Back that one up, huh, McCauley? Oh, here we go. Pit stops. Todd Cray in the 22 going to scream at the pit road now. He's got a few cars coming with him, including the 32 of Darren Clement, the 3 of Roy Fernandez. And, man, 2 of these 3 cars, we watched how well they did the last time, McCauley. 32 and the 3.
Yeah, they were front of the pack.
So Todd Cray's going to have that first coveted pit stall, of course, from being the pole. He passed it up, McCauley. Why is my camera not working there? I don't know.
Mine's not either.
Nope. Daytona got us tonight, didn't it?
Yep.
So they're coming off pit road, but the field is going by.
Wow. Whoa, we got a wreck
Oh,
here.
we got a wreck.
Andrew Mraz
432. The 30's going to get tagged. 16 might have got he might have got around it. So
Roy Fernandez may be in it.
How did that happen? Let's go back and take a look at it real quick. So we're watching the 32, and I was on it when it happened. I was watching him come off of pit road. Did somebody peek up the track, or did the no? It started at the top. Mraz, it looked like the 4 car might have got turned around there a bit.
He may have got turned around by the 41.
So we're watching that on the high side. Oh, man, talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time, Macaulay. 32 car. Exiting pit road when he was, and the field was coming around. And the wreck happened right there, and, man, look at the damage on that 4-car Andrew Mraz.
Yeah, he's smoking.
And it looks like the 42 of David Elliott, his car is all beat up, smoking as well. 30-car Justin Gann. You have some really good race cars caught up in this one, Macaulay.
Yeah, definitely do.
Is that the 88 of Hager?
Yep, the 88 was involved. 42.
So J.R. Hager in the 88, another car we've seen run up front. He's missing the whole nose piece. And that's all it takes. We got caution flag number 1 right as we were completing our second round of green flag pit stops. So 48 laps in, just over the halfway point.
Yep.
And these guys are going to take the opportunity to come to pit road one more time. Macaulay, might as well top off with fuel. Take 4 tires.
Might as well.
And while they do that, I think we'll take a quick break as well. What do you say?
Yeah.
We'll play a quick ad for him right here. All right, I'm back, Macaulay. Well, it'd help if I said that in the booth. I'm back, Macaulay.
All right.
So these guys are... How many are on pit road still getting sheet metal straightened out?
Got the 88.
88. 4.
Perez in there. Now, the one person this benefited, this caution, was the number 2. He got the wave around. Like,
lucky dog, huh?
Yep, lucky dog or wave around.
So 2 by 2. That means one thing, Macaulay.
Yep, we're going back.
We're going back to green flag racing pretty quickly here. We're green flag right now. Pace car's going, and the field is They're going through the gears, McCullough. For green flag, just like that. Our first and only restart of the race so far. And that's going to work out well for the bottom lane. Your leader's the 27 of Jonathan Cogswell. He's got the 5 of Chad Osborne on his bumper. 17, Tommy Haynes. 22 of Todd Gray. That's your top 4. 41 right there, Michael Atkins Jr. leading before the round of green flag pit stops.
He doesn't look like he has much damage either after that wreck, too.
No, he looks like he escaped the brunt of it. Car looks like it's, whoa. What number was that?
It was
24. Glockner looked like he might have got bumped in the wrong way there, McCullough.
Yeah, very well.
He done a great job saving that race car.
And everybody around him, too.
And we're going to stay green flag racing here. Looks like all of a sudden the car is just... It don't like to be bumped, does it?
No. As soon as the lights came on.
As soon as the lights come on, it took on a whole different attitude. What do they say? The monsters come out at night, McCullough?
Yep.
Maybe that car said it's time to unleash the beast. Looking at the 22 of Todd Cray right here. He's got the 17 in front of him, the 41 behind him. Glockner, we seen him have a nice save a couple of minutes ago in the 24, right back there behind the 41. First 8 cars or so staying on the bottom. We got the first one to work up on the high side there is the 99 car. It's going to be
behind him now. Canada.
Toby Bird. Now Kanada's behind him, and you got about 3 more cars that have jumped up in that line too. So I think a few of these guys might be trying to make a run for the front right here. Let's see what they can do and which one of the front cars jump out to help them. We know with the right help, those guys can do it. Oh, they got 6 cars up there now, McCullough.
Yeah, they can do it with 6.
Don't look like they've got their momentum built up just yet.
Yeah, they got to tighten up a little bit.
So Nation briefly chatted with us earlier, and I guess the aliens come and abducted him after that.
They must have. Realized he was awake and they took him.
By far the best camera view. That camera right down on the track at the bottom of the turn.
Yeah, no, I like that view. Especially here.
Yeah, Daytona and Talladega. Nothing like the sound of 24 race cars wide open, huh?
Nope. It's a good sound.
So Cogswell still leading it. Osborne second. Haynes third. Cray fourth. And the battles for fifth.
They're coming. That outside crew's starting to...
Toby Bird making it up there, isn't he? He's getting around the 41 right now. Michael Atkins Jr.
Yeah, they're building that momentum up there.
Yeah, I think they finally got those sewing machines wound up, man. Time to lay some stitches down, McCullough. Nope, they're just making tracks, aren't they? So Kanata up there helping. 26 of Michael Robinson up on the high side. The 2 car. And he's got his lap back, don't he?
Yeah, 2's got his lap back now.
So Joe Torres in the 2 is going to be back on the lead lap. He's up there in 11th now. You know, it'd be crazy. The one caution that come out, a guy gets his lap back, goes up and wins it, McCullough.
Yeah, that would be.
So if you're tuning in right now, we want to thank you for checking out the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series here at Daytona. As in the description, this is race number 1 of 15 for season 4 for the Cup guys over here at Swift Motorsports. Looks like the outside run broke up, McCauley.
Yep. Everybody dropped down. Not everybody, but most of them.
Now you look at the very back of this field, and they're kind of fanning out. So we're going to do a quick through the field. I'll take the first 10, McCauley.
All right.
We're going to go on board, hit the in car, and we're going to start right up front with the leader, Jonathan Cogswell, driving a 27 car. Cogswell took the lead right after the first caution flag. He's led 11 circuits here on this stint. I guess 11 laps, 11 circuits, same thing, right? 11 circuits around the track. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the same.
That just confused me. So let's go to the car behind him. That's going to be Chad Osborne driving a 5 car. Chad in a Red Bull machine this season. You can see how patient they're being when you go to the in car. These guys are just riding in line right here. He's riding in second. Great position to be in right now.
Yeah, being smooth.
Yep, nice and smooth. So we'll go back to third. Tommy Haynes right here in the 17. It sounds like he's pretty well on the mat, McCauley.
Oh, we got a caution.
We got a caution, so let's jump off of this. Go to the mix, and we got
number 2.
Yep, we got the 2 car right here turned around. So let's see what got him turned around, McCauley. We seen him fanning out in the back a little bit. Oh, contact.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Almost looked like the car cut a tire down, man.
It did. It just went straight right.
Yeah, he didn't get bumped or anything. Oh, you know what? I think he might have bumped the car in front of him and it shot him up there. Try this one more time. I want to see if he bumped the guy in front of him and it shot him up there. Nope.
He had a gap there.
Yeah, not sure what led to that one, but
No.
I know some guys will get it figured out.
Unless the wheel disconnected. That's happened to people before.
Yeah, there's some guys that'll figure it out, and we're not those guys, McCauley.
Nope.
I don't mind that at all. I'll let the pros handle that one. All we got to do is handle the broadcast, man. We're down to 29 laps to go, working caution flag number 2, and Cogswell overshot his pit. He brought it in first, but I'll bet with that little overshoot of the pits there, McCauley, he don't bring it out in first.
It was a lot quick there.
Oh, Gary Mays sideways exiting pit road. Todd Cray's off pit road, but your new leader is going to be Chad Osborne in the 5. Patience worked for him. We talked about how patient he was behind the 27. And they get a caution flag. I heard a car wrecking. Who did that? Macaulay?
I don't see one yet.
I heard him hit the wall. Thinking maybe someone come off pit road and it got away from him.
That's a good possibility.
Would be the first time.
I know a guy. Yeah, I know a guy it happened to before.
Yeah, I do too. Feller hung a hard right into the outside wall, didn't he?
Yep.
It might have even been at Daytona that happened, Macaulay.
It may have, actually.
Clipping the apron. So let's look at your top 5. Chad Osborne's leading it in the 5 car. 22, Todd Cray is second. Mike Rominger in the 29 car sitting in third. And the gentleman, Gary May right there in the 10 car, the Mountain Dew machine, back and forth. And then this guy's got some fans on YouTube. The number 26 car right there, Michael Robinson, rounding out the top 5 right here. We have completed 62 laps here at Daytona for the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series, brought to you by Butt Kicker. I'm Vern, and I'm joined in the booth by Michael Macaulay. No relation to Macaulay Culkin, though, right? Right, Macaulay, or are you still twins?
That out.
Nation hasn't asked about that lately, has he?
No, I'm shocked.
Not sure where he drew the conclusion of those two being linked. Probably in the sand.
That or his calculator.
Yeah. Are they 2x2?
Yep, they're 2x2.
We're 1 to go?
Yep.
All right, Macaulay.
Going to be a shootout here soon. The give and take's going to be less and less every lap we go.
They'll have to make one more pit stop, though, even if it went green from here.
Yeah.
I don't know them guys can go 28 laps on a tank, man.
No, you may want to split the run in half, but you need help.
Oh, yeah, you got to have help here. So Osborne going to restart on the bottom here. You got Todd Cray's 22 up on the top side. Rominger in the 29, 10 car. Gary May. 26, Michael Robinson. And I think that's Ron Schutt's 28 up there. Third car back on the high side. We're back to green flag racing one more time here. Man, look at the restart Todd Cray got. Yes. He's able to hold right with him, and you see the 10 of Gary May's trying to get up to a guy's bumper, but it's almost like I think I can. Rominger right there, though, he's going to pull a fender on Cray, but now the outside line's lined up, man, and the 10 has really got the draft going. So we'll see if it'll benefit the 22, although it looks like he dropped off right here, and that's probably going to hurt these guys. Yep, and the 10's going to duck back in line, and Todd Cray's all by himself. Macaulay. On board with the leader, Chad Osborne, coming across the start-finish line here. Keeping it right on the bottom of the track, man. If a guy breathes up, he's probably going to get another guy right on the bottom side, Macaulay.
Take much now.
That's a good way to get past. Look at Rominger, though, in the 29 car. Mike Rominger. Michael Robinson right behind him. 1, 2, 3. You want 2x2, though, just go to the back of the main pack right here. Got a couple of cars on the outside. Man, Cray went to fighting for the lead all the way back here to 7th, McCauley.
Doesn't take much when you lose that draft or you don't have a partner up there.
Now we got a little bit working back there on the outside line. 27 of Cogswell's out there, 99 car. Toby Bird.
Yeah, I think you're going to see most of these guys stay single file at least till they make a final pit stop here.
24 laps to go now. 66 complete at Daytona Speedway for race number 1 of 15 of the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series season number 4. Whew. One mouthful got that out.
Yep. I'm glad you did it.
Almost trained myself to do it. I don't know. I did it smooth enough that one would think I practiced it. And
yeah, you stood in the mirror.
I didn't practice it, McCauley.
No, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, you miss over-under, Bender. Didn't he, McCauley?
He did.
So that's all Bender missed was the over-under. He usually gives us an over-under, and me and McCauley pick, and we see who's closest at the end of the race, right?
This time I'm wrong.
Taking a look at this 26 again, Michael Robinson. These guys up in the front seem to be the most patient, but look where the 99's gotten up to, McCauley.
Yeah, he's on the fourth row right now.
Right outside of Tommy Haynes, and look at the run he's got through the tri-oval. That's Robinson, and Robinson's what, 3rd?
Yeah.
And the 99's going to pull up next to him right here. And they got, what, 5 cars working that high side. And they got it going.
You got Cogswell, Gary Wells up there.
No, we might get a new leader.
Nada.
They're side by side for the lead. 5-car Chad Osborne has it. 99 of Toby Bird wants it. He's trying to take that 99 Budweiser machine to the front of the field, and he might do it right here. He's got a good push through the tri-oval. Nope, not quite enough, though, to get him clear of that 5 car, so they're going to be stuck side by side going into turn 1. Look at Cogswell. Right up in the mix here. 21 laps to go, and it's going to be interesting if a guy splits the run in half or what happens here, Michael McCauley.
They're in their window now.
They're in their window, so whoa.
Little contact there between 99 and the 5.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. These guys are moving around everywhere, but the 99 might come out of this thing the leader. Man, and look at the damage on the left front of that 99 car, McCauley. When we're on the onboard, you can see that fender and that hood is lifted up over there. That might be a problem later.
Yeah, that's definitely going to hurt that outside line, too.
Being at the front of the field, you don't want aerodynamic issues at the front, and I think it's affecting the outside line, Michael McCauley. The 27's going to go by him.
Yeah, I think they learned quick that he blowing that line up.
Yeah, I think
in the wall there.
It's really unfortunate for the 99 car, but I believe it affected his aero, as you can see him slow at the top of the racetrack right now. Man, you hate to see that for a guy. So back up front, Chad Osborne, Mike Rominger there, and the 26 of Michael Robinson they fought off the attack from the outside line, Michael.
Yeah, Chad Osborne has a little damage on the right side too, so it'll be interesting to see how his car handles now.
I think that feller might have gotten a wall again back there at the 99. I think he probably knocked his toe out, man.
Yeah, good possibility.
You can see that he's lost that lead draft now, and I don't think that car definitely not handling the same anymore.
No, and he's bringing her down pit road now.
So we got another line that's trying to form on the high side. But I would wait for the 10, I believe it is, of... No, it's not the 10. Or it is the 10, isn't it?
On the outside?
No, on the bottom. No, it was the 22 I was seeing, not the 10. Outside, you got the 27, 33, 16. I can't believe I said that. I'm surprised the 41 right there of Michael Atkins Jr. is not out there.
Yeah. He's been up there all race on the outside.
It's still too early, though, Macaulay. 18 to go. There's Gary May right there on the bottom in the 10 Mountain Dew car. Side by side with the 27 of Cogswell. And there's a World Tour trucking car, the 41. Michael Atkins Jr. He's going to push May past the 27. And May's right here in the 8th position. So the gentleman, Gary May, Mountain Dew machine, late in the race, man. The 10 finds his way forward, don't he, Macaulay?
We got some pit stops.
Yeah, we got pit
too.
stops, so cutting it in the run close, not quite in half, a little sooner. Oh, no, we got a wreck on pit road. I think it was the 17, Macaulay.
Yep, it's Tommy Haynes.
Yeah, he's just getting it straightened out. Man, green flag pit stops, and you hate to see that for a guy. That's 42 of David Elliott going to get off pit road. Jeff Glockner's 24, same thing. And Haynes just now getting his left sides. We're going to have to see where he fades back in line at and how bad that hurts him.
Yeah.
And we're going to go to the next group, Michael Robinson and them, and they're going to bring it to pit road right now. Chad Osborne in that group, and, Kanata coming in hot. These guys keep it straight. Gary May in the 10 car, Mountain Dew car. He's in this group of cars right now pitting. 15 laps to go, Macaulay, so we're getting down to the skinny, the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, we are. We got one more guy that's got to pit yet.
Robinson going to scream off pit road, come out behind the 5 of Chad Osborne, and these guys are going to get the cars back up to speed here. Here comes Kanata, and they're ahead of these guys coming on the high side. There's Wells. There's Rominger. He's leading them cars that are already on the track on the high side. Glockner behind him. Or no. Is that Glockner up there in the 24?
No.
No, it's Elliott, isn't it? No.
Yep, that's Elliott.
That's Fernandez in the 3 car. But the leader's the 27 of Cogswell. I don't know if this is straightened out yet.
No, Cogswell is yet to pit.
He has not pitted. He is, in fact, the race leader. It did straighten out. And a saving grace for Tommy Haynes is that he's found a group of cars to run with after he pitted. Unfortunately, the 27 will be coming to pit road pretty soon. Well, actually, we know he can run about 24 laps on fuel, right?
Yep.
So if he can hold with these guys, the 27 could potentially stay out there for another 8 laps. Maybe a guy saved a little fuel. I don't know. I don't know how you could save that much at Daytona.
It's difficult.
What's Nation saying no about?
Who knows?
Oh, Bender's question of did he miss anything good? Nation, you've obviously been sleeping because we've had some really good racing going on here. I'm watching this group because I believe Fernandez and Cray is going to be the lead group when the 27 does come to pit road.
Yeah.
Unless they installed about 25 foot of fuel line, I don't see him making an additional 6 laps, Macaulay. So I think these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars.
You're going to be your lead pack once Cogswell comes in.
Yep, that could very well be your lead pack, and let's see how far back Kanata is from those guys. Oh no, he's eight seconds behind them. Macaulay.
Yeah.
He's got Gary Wells there in the 33 drafted with him, and then back behind him you got this poor feller, Ron Shute. Nobody out there. He's all by himself, man. That's a lonely feeling. And right behind him by himself is going to be the 24, so if Shute will slow down a little bit and let Glockner get up there, they'll at least have 2 cars. Well, it ain't going to matter because of 41 and 17, and those guys are going to catch them first.
Yeah.
There's only 11 to go, though, so I don't know that. I don't think that they could put it together quick enough for it to matter anymore, Macaulay.
No. Motion to catch that front pack.
And the race leader's actually with this trio of cars. He's in the 27 car right here. That's Jonathan Cogswell. So Cogswell was able to maintain the draft with those guys, and you see Gary May kind of tagging along at the end of that line of cars. But Cogswell's been out for 19 laps now. I wouldn't suspect he can make it but another 5, Macaulay. That's
Bring her in soon.
That's going to leave him 5 short. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I don't know.
We could be wrong.
We've been wrong on the fuel thing before. About every time we guessed at it.
Yeah.
But I doubt that we're 5 laps wrong, Macaulay.
Nah, I'd be shocked.
5 laps wrong at Daytona, that's the mileage right there, buddy. 15 miles?
You can't shut her off here, so there's no way.
Yeah, you can't shut it off. I think that these 6 cars are going to be the battle for the end, for the win here, if it stays green. And those cars are the 3 of Roy Fernandez leading the group, 22 of Todd Cray, 42 David Elliott, 26 car Michael Robinson, 29 car Mike Rominger, the 5 car of Chad Osborne, right?
Yep.
All 6 of these cars have pitted, and they're the first 6 cars in line after the 27 car. I'd almost bet you that 27 takes a splash of gas for sure. I doubt you see the car go up on jacks, Macaulay.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to see going jacks.
Man, and we've all of a sudden got a 6-car draft right here. And that's going to benefit the 41 and 17. And certainly helping Cogswell out because he's the leader out there all by himself. Now he's got a good draft of cars to go with.
Yeah, and he actually doesn't have to go full throttle right now either.
No, he doesn't. He's 22 laps into the run right here. We're on board with the race leader, Jonathan Cogswell. Man, I don't know how you can save that many laps, though. Not without greatly reducing your speed and losing the draft, man.
Yeah, I don't see it happening.
Nation not really chatting with us. He's kind of in the chat just hiding in the background, ain't he?
Yeah, and here comes Cogswell now.
Cogswell's going to bring it down. So, yeah, we knew that he probably couldn't make it on fuel. Nice smooth entry, but we're going to watch his car because I'll bet you don't see the jack go under it, Macaulay.
No, I'd be shocked.
He's only got 6 to go. I think he takes a splash of fuel right here and tries to get back on track quickly. So right here, about 5 seconds or so. There he goes, 27 car. Going to head back, and I believe that's the 3 in them going by now. It is.
Yep.
So just like we thought, 6 to go. And the race is between six cars, Macaulay, literally. 3-car Roy Fernandez, now your race leader. Leading these 6 cars, Todd Cray, Michael Robinson, Mike Rominger, Chad Osborne, and David Elliott. Cogswell, though, is going to fall in between those guys right here in the 7th spot and just ahead of Kanata. But unfortunately, it's 10 seconds behind those first 6 cars, Macaulay.
Yeah, that's going to nearly impossible to lose that gap.
So 3-car Fernandez leading it, the Sunoco machine. Todd Cray in second. 5 laps to go, man. What a race tonight. Slowed by 2 caution flags so far, Macaulay.
Yeah, which is pretty impressive at Daytona.
We had 24 cars take the green flag as they go by
Yep.
Clement's damaged car out there, the 32. Right now, you're making buddies, man. You're trying to make friends.
Well, at least you think you are. 2 to go, you have no friends.
You're just pretending. You hope that you have friends. We're going to see who goes with who here. Todd Cray, who's going to go with Cray? You know, who's going to go with Robinson? Rominger. Where do these guys go? So Fernandez in the 3-car leading it. Cray second, Robinson third, Rominger fourth. 5th is going to be Osborne. And 6th will be David Elliott. It's going to be 3 to go when they get to the line this time. I don't know, 3 to go. If you're back there in 6th, do you kind of want to hook up with the guy in front of you, maybe start testing the outside, or what, Macaulay?
Yeah, I think with 2 to go, you start leaning back, and they may be doing that right now, just building that run.
Yeah, Rominger looked like he might have laid back a little bit, and those 3 cars got to run. There goes the 5. He's going to try to duck up there.
Yeah, he needs help.
Yeah, if you don't get another car to go up there with you, you're in trouble. I would definitely say when they take the 2 to go that we're going to start seeing that happen, Macaulay. And that's right now. 2 laps to go. Michael Robinson on the high side. He was side by side with Cray, and there's a wreck. 5. And the caution is out. Wow.
5 and 42.
I did not see that coming.
No, not at all.
So take a look at it. Couple cars in the back right here, and the contact happens, and the 42 and the 5 go around. And we're under caution flag number 3, and that means we're going to have a green flag or green white checker flag finish, Macaulay. Green white checker, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, if you're just tuning in, it's going to get real good now. We're going to bunch them all up and do a green white checker.
Yeah, it's going to be a shootout now.
That's when it's a
And
shootout.
Do they have enough fuel to make it, too?
Nation said Bender didn't miss anything good, Macaulay.
I don't know what Nation's been watching.
Probably looking out the window of that alien spaceship that had abducted the feller.
Yeah.
Did they give you a window seat on that spaceship, Nation? They probably got Nation riding in the back seat, Macaulay.
Yeah, maybe they'll nice at least get him a quarter pounder.
Oh.
Oh,
That's under caution, feller.
that is. What happened there? Did he just lose track where the pace car was?
I don't know. I'll go back 10 seconds and see. And I'll bet that's exactly what it was. Them guys checked up for the pace car, and no significant damage there. But a couple dents can add up to a whole lot here.
I don't think we're getting a green-white checkered.
It's over. There isn't
It's over.
green-white checkers. That's right, it's over. Roy Fernandez doing it. We were just off there, weren't we, Macaulay?
We were.
We were. Checkered flag is out. Roy Fernandez in the 3 car is going to win this thing. Todd Cray in the 22 second. And Michael Robinson in the 26 going to bring it home third there. Heck, we'll pull up the top 5 for you. Top 10. We'll just pull up the top 10. We're going to wait.
Might as well.
We got to wait for those guys to get up in the waiting room to interview them anyway, Macaulay. So take a look right there, watching the. That was we didn't get a green-white checker. We finished that baby.
Yeah.
What on
Caught
earth
us off
was
guard.
that, he said. I was thinking the same thing, though. What in the heck? But they must not have green-white checkers on here. And again, I assumed, and assumption's the mother of all what, Macaulay?
Yeah. We shouldn't assume.
Exactly. So the race is officially over here at Daytona with the Hyperdrive Cup Series at Swift Motorsports. And Roy Fernandez in the Sunoco number 3 car is your race winner. So Fernandez, Todd Cray, Michael Robinson, your top 3. Interviews will be coming up shortly here. And that feller needs to burn all that Sunoco fuel out, don't he, Macaulay?
Yes, he does.
That is awesome. He had to be in the, just happened to be in the right place at the right time when that caution flag fell. And that was out front. And did we got anyone down there yet? Nope. We're just watching the waiting room, waiting for these guys to get up here so we can do the interviews, but we'll let them celebrate a little bit first out there.
Yeah.
He needs to burn all that Sunoco fuel out. The feller earned it. Well, we got Robinson in the booth down there. He's our 3rd place finisher. We could work it backwards, Macaulay.
We could. We've done it before.
Be Robinson, Cray, and then Fernandez.
Yeah.
We got Robinson down there. We'll see, though. We'll give him a couple more seconds to see if we do this in order or not. Cogswell's up there, too, but I don't have him in the top 3.
No, I think he finished 6.
So we need Cray and Fernandez. I'm going to see if I can move them up.
All right.
Oh, yeah, we have to.
Roy Fernandez, we got you up in the WFO booth, buddy. Got a copy?
I hear you, Vern. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man, but not as good as you are.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. First race of the season, and these Cup cars is my first time racing in the Cups. The next gen cars here with Swift, and to pull out a win week 1, it's I'm excited. I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean, I seen you a couple seasons ago, but you took last season off, and you come back this season, and what a way to start it out, Roy.
Yeah, no, I raced Xfinity last season to get a little different of a feel, race a little bit different cars and kind of learn how the cars act, because they do handle very differently. But I figured I'd come back to the next gen and race with the top dogs again and see what I can put. And the win was special.
Well, so far it's looking good for you, buddy. That's definitely the way to start the season out here at Swift. We know how tough the competition is in the Cup Series. And for you to take a season off, man, and then come out here at Daytona on night number 1 back and just take that 3-car to victory lane, awesome. Awesome job, Roy.
I appreciate it, Vern.
Yeah, man, you're going to be full season, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping for. We'll see if I can make every week. I'll try to, but can't say for certain. Things come up and stuff like that. But I'll definitely try to be available.
Well,
And try to put on a good show.
yeah, I know you will, and I know that Michael McCauley and I will get the opportunity to talk to you a lot this season if you run the full season, man, and just enjoy this one. You earned it out there.
I appreciate it, man.
Me and McCauley were a little off because we're kind of expecting a green white checker, and because assumption is our number one game, ain't it, McCauley?
It is.
And that thing finished, and McCauley's like, Roy Fernandez won.
Yeah, I was expecting it too myself, and I was like, oh man, everything's going through my head. What am I going to do here? I'm obviously not going to pit, but I'm going to have to choose one of the lanes. But then I have my teammate, and he's going to be in second, so he's not going to be behind me pushing. What are we going to do here? Pull this out of the
Right.
hat to try to make a win. And yeah, it was when my teammates were like, no, you won. I'm like, wait, what?
Well, that's awesome, man, and you just right place at the right time when that caution fell, buddy. And
yeah, no, absolutely.
you worked your way up there, though. You earned it. It wasn't given to you.
Yeah, I gotta represent the good old 3 car when you can, especially on these super speedways. But I definitely wouldn't have been able to do it tonight without ECM Motorsports. I gotta thank Todd Cray quite a bit there for pushing me up there and helping me out, and a huge shout out to Darren Clement as well. We worked together the majority of the race as well until he got taken out, and he still helped us out tremendously. So to be able to pull a win for the team was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Roy, you got anyone else to thank, like sponsors or anything, buddy?
Yeah, I gotta thank Sunoco here for letting me race their car this week. Typically I'm a good wrench guy, but hey, I like to change it up every now and then. But as always, you gotta thank the wife upstairs, always letting me come down and race with the boys. So.
Well, that's awesome, man. Congrats on the win. She should probably come down and give you a big kiss for that one, Roy.
She sure should.
Maybe we'll have to get her watching a broadcast so she can hear that and do it. But other than that, man, have a great night, buddy, and enjoy it. Hopefully we'll see you back next week.
I appreciate it, Vern.
Nope.
Thanks, Michael. You guys have a good night.
You too.
You too.
Roy Fernandez, your race winner, and we're going to grab a hold of Todd Cray, our P2 finisher. And you got this one, McCauley?
Yep. Hey, Todd Cray, you got Vern and Mike in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Hey guys, got you.
Man, so you finished the season hot last season. You're starting hot again. I know it's not a win, but it's a P2.
Yeah. One of those deals at Daytona, so real happy to take the second there and working with Roy there, my teammate, and Darren, our crew chief there, making a call at the end to get that pit stop right and just come out in the right spot. Man, had some mistakes on pit road, and a couple cautions worked for me. And it's just one of those deals. You got to have some luck, and you just got to be in the right place. And yeah, but good to see my teammate there take the win.
Yeah, kind of walk us through your race. I know you, in the early going, you led many laps, and then it seemed like you got hung out there at one point, and then you came back up through. So just walk us through your race, since they're kind of unpredictable.
Yeah. Early on, I really wasn't sure where we were going to fall on the fuel mileage. So I was losing too much fuel mileage up front, and then I kind of got behind, and like I said, I was just a little off on pit road, a couple stops. At the end of the day, you just got to keep grinding here and just try to not take the big hits and work with your teammates, and just cross your fingers at the end. We were going to cross them right there at the end, but glad to take it the way it went.
Yeah, no, it was a good race, so that was a good run for you. So you looking forward to Las Vegas next week?
Oh yeah. The shorter the track, the better. That's how it goes. That's how it goes for Todd Cray normally. But yeah, I mean, I looked at the schedule. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Trying to keep the momentum going from last year right into this year. So real happy about that. Yeah, just get through Daytona, man. Awesome.
Definitely a good season starter for you there, Todd.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little fun there at the end. right there, probably coming off a 4 or getting to the line. I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to make any big mistakes there to cause my guy to race, but we were going to have a little fun with it, depending what happened with the guys behind us. But yeah, thanks to Roy, he kept me. He held on to me there a couple times after I didn't come off pit road so good. So he deserved the win. He was the best driver tonight, and like I said, ECM Motorsports and Darren making the call there because we really wasn't really sure when we wanted to pit, but he made that call, and we hooked up and we just drafted right by the guys there and took the lead. So that was really the call tonight for us with our crew chief.
Yeah. Anybody else you want to thank while we got you up here?
Just Swift Motorsports. What do we got? Hyperdrive, the Hyperdrive Series. You know,
Yep.
I got my butt kicker last year, so I send it out
He's
the
all
butt
set.
kicker. Yeah, got to throw it out there for them. WFO Racing Network putting on the show. Cousin Jess, I see out there. Yeah, American Hero Hunt and Infinite Hero. About it.
Yeah. Congrats on the second place, and I know we'll be talking to you again real soon.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks,
Have a
Todd.
good one.
Have a good night, buddy.
All right. Yep. Same to you guys.
All right, we got one more to do, don't we?
Yep.
Michael Robinson. Let's see if I can grab that feller real quick. Mike Robinson, you're with Michael McCauley and Vern in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I'm back.
You are, man. You're in the top 3 here at Daytona. It's got to feel good to start the season off. Mike.
2 top 3s in 2 different seasons. Oh man, let's go. One at the road course, one on the oval. I'm pretty stoked, man.
I think the confidence booster is here.
Oh God, I hope. I'm loving this car more and more and more, man.
Well, take us through a little bit of the race there, and what got you up to the top 3.
Fuel strategy. Not gonna lie, we took one set of tires that entire race.
Wow.
I mean, we one stopped it, baby. We one stopped it and just went off fuel. When my spotter told me, he was like, "Do you want tires?" And I asked him what it was, and he said we were still green and we had barely used any. I was like, "If we get a caution, we'll take it." But we nearly no stopped that race. I mean, we took one set of stickers and went with it.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I wondered about the tires because guys will typically, when you do the green flag pit stops, and you guys done like, what, 3 of those tonight?
I did 2. Yeah, I did 3. Yeah, we did 3
green flag stops tonight, but I wondered if it was 2 tires or no tires or what you guys were doing, and now I know how some of the people were able, like yourself, to get off pit road a little quicker, and it was no tires.
That first round of green flag stops, we took the sticker tires, and then after that, we came back in for fuel, and he was like, "I don't think we need to take tires." I was like, "Let's leave these on and let's run them to the end." The fuel, on the other hand, was probably the most worrisome because I really didn't think we would pull out that top 3, taking that splash, but it worked.
Yeah, it worked for you, man, and you got the podium finish and the confidence boost to start season 4 here. So I don't think it's going to be our first time or our last time this season talking to you up here, buddy.
I really hope not. I really hope for more, and I hope for a really good season for this one, and to win the day before my daughter's birthday, or not win, but P3 before my daughter's birthday. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Well, happy birthday to your daughter tomorrow. That's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
And congrats to you on the top 3. Do you have anyone you want to thank while we got you up here, Mike?
I want to thank my wife, Katie, putting up with this crap. You know, it's not easy. I know it's not easy for her, and I want to thank Pete Sadler Rinsport for their added support. Black Magic Sim Racing, want to thank them. Alpha Grace Photography, big shout out to Major's Garage as well. And big shout out to Michael Coulter Jr. for the spot today, man. We went from 6th all the way to 3rd. I mean, it's the least I can do for him, man.
There you go, man. Enjoy it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
We'll see you next week on the track.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night, buddy.
You too, buddy.
And that was Michael Robinson, and we had a request for an interview. And we're going to do it, McCullough.
All right.
I'm going to find him, and we're going to do it. If I find him, I found him. So we'll change the in-car so it reflects the right name. Michael Atkins Jr., we have you in the WFO booth. You got a copy, buddy? Michael Atkins, you got a copy? Well, we tried, McCullough.
We did.
We tried. Night Guns, man, we got him up here, but he's not responding to us, so I don't even know where I got him from, McCullough. You remember?
I don't remember.
I stole him from somewhere. There were 2 of them in there, so we'll go down where there's 1. All right, Peak Racing. That way we can put him back in the right spot. And then he won't even know what we did there.
No, you'll never know.
We'll just pretend like we didn't do it, won't we, McCullough?
Yep.
That's all we have to do. And, man, just like that, race number 1's over.
It's in the books.
10 o'clock. Right on schedule, man. 90 laps, Daytona with the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series. Brought to you by Butt Kicker. Feel what you've been missing. Right, McCullough?
Yep, definitely.
One day we're going to have to get your girlfriend on the broadcast so she can tell everyone what they've been missing about that Butt Kicker.
I don't think they want to know.
I don't know. I'm thinking they probably do. I know Nation does.
Yeah.
No. That would have to work completely different, McCullough. That'd be a whole different story. Maybe if she was an alien. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Then he would understand.
He's our truck owner for World Tour Trucking. Awesome, Night Guns. We tried to get the interview. He probably stepped away. A lot of guys, when they're done with the race, and I'm one of them, McCullough, I'm going to go grab a smoke and a drink and chill out a little bit and kind of let the nerves settle down. And then I can do points or whatever else I do, and that's just kind of how my after race works. How's yours work?
Well, lately, not very good.
You just park it,
Yeah.
kick the rig, and kick the dog, and kick the girlfriend, and grab a beer?
Yep. All right.
Kick everything and grab a beer, huh?
Yep.
Well, the nice part about the broadcast is, we see all this stuff, and we never get mad about it. So
No, I don't get mad tonight on nights like this.
Because it's not us that's getting turned around and bent up, is it?
Nope.
But man, it's great to be back for season number 4. It's at WFO. It's our 3rd season with the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series, and man, I'll tell you what, through what would be 46 races total for me.
Yeah.
Not one is disappointed, McCullough.
No, none of them disappointed for me so far.
3 caution flags tonight. Literally 3 caution flags at Daytona. 24 starters to start in the field to start the race, and really a phenomenal race right down to the end. And congratulations to Roy Fernandez for bringing out the win there. He brought it home, and I'm going to pull the results up, and I'll go over the first 12, and you can have the bottom 12.
All right.
All right, so your winner, once again, congrats to the number 3 of Roy Fernandez. Finishing P2 was Todd Cray in the 22 car. Back in 3rd, 26 of Michael Robinson, and then 4th was the 29 of Mike Rominger. Finishing 5th was that 5 car Chad Osborne, and then 6th was the 27 of Jonathan Cogswell. Finishing 7th tonight, 16 of Joshua Kanata. In 8th was the 33 of Gary Wells, and in 9th was the 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. Finishing 10th was David Elliott in a 42. In 11th was Jeff Glockner's 24, and in 12th was the gentleman, Gary May, in the 10 car. Take it away, Macaulay.
Then 13th, finishing 13th was Ron Schutz in the 28, and then finishing 14th was Steve Ayers Jr. in the 62. 15th, Tommy Haynes in the 17. 16th, Darren Clement in the 32. 17th, Toby Bird in the 99. 18th, Joe Torres in the number 2. 19th, Andrew Mraz in the number 4. And then 20th was J.R. Hager in the 88. 21st was Justin Gannon in the 30, and that may have actually been our field because I think the other 2 were admins.
Yeah, and we got Wimbish, and I think Wimbish might have started back there in 19th, and he's going to come home in 24th.
Yep.
And that's going to do it. Where are we at next week? Let me check the schedule real quick.
We're at Vegas next week.
Yes, we are. Las Vegas, 135 laps there, and going to have another night finish, so it'll be under the lights again, man.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be a good one.
We want to thank everyone who tuned in to watch the stream here tonight for the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series, and it's awesome having you here. All the chat tonight was awesome. Good to see the YouTube chat up and working good, and that the viewers are using it. You're painting an alien ship, Nation? What are you talking about? Is that what he's talking about, Macaulay?
He must be.
Probably painting it pink. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, right?
Yep.
That's why.
Paint I'm running this month.
All right, so we'll be at Vegas. Time to do some gambling next week, man.
Yeah.
We got to be in Vegas for the broadcast. We might as well.
Hopefully we don't go broke.
But with that, 8 p.m. next Thursday night, Eastern Time, mark it down. We will be live at Las Vegas with the Hyperdrive Cup Series. If you like the broadcast, give us a like. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click that button. Hit the little bell if you want to know when we go live. And we appreciate everyone that tuned into the broadcast tonight, all the people that chatted with us. A lot of fun. And I want to thank all of you. Thank all the drivers at Swift, the admins, and the owner at Swift Motorsports. So thank all you guys. And Macaulay, thank you for coming in the booth here, buddy.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me once again.
We're back for another season, man.
Yes, we are.
So I did the one whole season except for one race, and you were in the booth with me.
Yep.
And then we've been in the booth doing these together since then.
Yes, we have.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, it's been fun. I enjoy it.
All right, so we're going to tell everybody to have a good night.